What's going on, my brothers and sisters around the world? It's your boy Terrell Humphrey, and welcome to episode number 44. Today we got my special guest, my brother Juan. Dave, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. Just relaxing on the weekend.
Yes, sir. Get it in. Who are you? What do you do? And where you from?
A little bit about me. My name is Juan Day. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, born and raised. Uh, I'm a high school football coach and a football trainer. So that's what I am, and that's what I do.
Man, and I don't know if y'all heard Little Rock, Arkansas. You feel? I don't know if y'all see the Razorback on his chest. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Listen, listen. We making history. Making history. So basically, what this podcast is about is empowering people to become the best version of yourself by doing what you love to do. And
Mhm.
football, would you say that football is something that you love dearly?
Yeah, football. Football is my life. I started playing football basically when I was 6 years old. My dad. One day, my dad just came home. He was like, "You want to come with me?" He was like, I hopped in the car. We went. We was at I don't know if y'all remember. If y'all from Little Rock, it was a school called Southwest Middle School, and out there it was the West Side Steelers. That's the first time I touched the football, and I went out there and I loved it. I went out there and I just want more. So I started playing football my whole life, and then I had an opportunity to actually go play college ball. I played college football. I say all three levels. I got a chance to play Division I football at the University of Arkansas. I got the chance to play at a D1 AA in Texas, Stephen F. Austin, and I got a chance to play Division II football, and it was at University of Arkansas Monticello. I ain't gonna leave them out. And it was beauty in all of it. You got to learn the biggest, the best, the biggest thing I took from playing football is more the fellowship with the other guys. You got to meet a bunch of people from different areas, and that's just what I loved about it. Cause I like to study people behavior, and I like to figure out why you act this way, why you listen to Lil Boosie, or why you listen to all that. So I got to meet people from Miami, like they lingo, how they talk, how they dress. Got to meet people down in New Orleans. They talk different. They like
Mm-hmm.
different food, different stuff. And then you got the kids from California, and then you got us from Arkansas, and we just all come together and we just bond. But uh, football, it means a lot to me. It's something where I got to just be myself and be free because I was a shy kid. But when I got on the football field, I feel like I can express myself. So uh, my career now as a coach and a trainer, I just want to pass that. I just want to live my dream, keep living my dreams through the other kids. So I just want to push them and just get them perspective of stuff that I experienced, just, give them advice. And I just love giving back, my football training stuff, I make money off of it, but, I'm the type of person that money I make, I give back. So, like, this one kid that trains with me, he was my very first kid that I trained. So, like, he been coming to me for a while. So, whenever I get a chance, the money he been paying me, I've been putting it back. So I'm able to give him stuff like gloves, cleats, visors, so he can be swagged out on the field. Because I know when I was younger, my parents made sure I had everything I need to go. So that's just
Mm-hmm.
kind of what I want to do. So, and then uh, as far as why, uh, I can't see myself doing nothing else. When I finished playing ball, I actually got a job, an office job with my mom, uh, DHS downtown Little Rock. I'm sitting in the office in the cubicle, and I hated it, man. You get a bunch of older women around you. They gossip all day. You just sitting at the computer, staring at the
Mm-hmm.
clock. My neck hurt, my back hurt. I'm sneaking, trying to get on ESPN, watch highlights and stuff. Cause that's just, I knew that was my call, and I'm like, I can't do this. I got to be standing up. I got to be coaching. So that just kind of, why. That's just me being around sports. That's what I love to do.
And I love the fact. So you say you like to understand why, So it sounds like you're your major in psychology.
No. I
No?
ain't no psychology major. I
Oh.
ain't no school person. Like I said, I'm sports. But one thing about me is like, uh, schools. That's something you have to do. So if I want to be a coach, I know I gotta get my teaching license. So I'm gonna grind and I'm gonna do what I gotta do for that. But I ain't gonna like it. I ain't gonna enjoy it because that's not me.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to be able to do what I want to do. If that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And my bad. So you're not pursuing psychology, but I understand. But the reason why I said that is because everything that we do, there's a reason behind it. Where you
Mhm.
from, how you was raised, how you carry yourself, everything comes intact with each other, but we never understand why are
Mhm.
we this person today. Why are we this person today? Is it because of our past? Is it because of our environment? Is it because of our current situation? Who are we? And people
Mhm.
really don't understand. Like there's a reason behind everything. What is that
Yes.
reason? People are so judgmental that we forget
Yes.
to understand rather than we forget to understand more than we judge. So and that's crazy because you're doing the small things. Your very first client that you was able to coach, you're putting back in them. You putting everything
Mhm.
that he put in you back into him, and it just goes to show it's not about the money. It's just you just making him better just
Mhm.
by showing up, just by believing in him, just by showing, okay, boom, I'm gonna buy you some gloves, buy you some visors, but none of that materialistic stuff even matter if you really want to keep it a buck.
Mhm.
It's about the love and the compassion that you
Look.
have for this young man. Because
Yeah.
man, because we're on the same path. We're on the same path. Because I'm looking to educate them. Well, not looking. I am educating the masses on like the opportunities that's out here. You don't have to be doing what I'm doing. No, absolutely not. But the one thing that you do have to do is follow your dreams, follow your heart.
Right.
You did that because you just explained it.
Yeah. But yeah, you exactly right. And all that stuff correlates. If you want to be a good coach, you want to be a good teacher. The biggest thing you got to understand why a kid act the way they act. Why are they coming to school mad? Why are they why are they quiet? Why are they hyper? Different things like that. You'll never truly understand unless you build a relationship. I mean, you can come up to them and talk to them and say, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" But if you don't build that relationship, I feel like you could never get to a kid. So my biggest thing when I'm teaching and I'm coaching, I like to get to know the kids. What makes them happy? What makes them sad? Do you have any brothers? Is your dad in your life?
Mhm.
How do your mom treat you? You know what I'm saying? And then you can just notice a lot, and it's not you don't got to go too deep with them. It's just you see them in the morning. Good morning. How are you? Shake their hand.
Mhm.
Talk their lingo a little bit, let them
Mhm.
know like, hey, my door's open, you can come talk. uh Over this past year when I was working on getting my teaching license, I took a start off, I did my first year coaching in Texas. So
Mhm.
but I wanted to give back to the kids back in my home state in Arkansas. So that's why I decided to move back to Arkansas. So
Mhm.
I'm up here in Northwest Arkansas. I took a major pay cut, taking the they call it a classified job. You got a certified job and a classified job. So I
Mhm.
took a classified job in ISS. I had a blessing that this principal up here, he's from Little Rock. He's a white man. He's from Southwest. He's from the same hood I'm from. He gave me this opportunity to go in here and be an ISS teacher and also work on my studies at the same
Mhm.
time. So while I'm in there, I got to, when you in ISS, you're gonna get all the trouble kids. First 3 weeks is a little rough, but I start building a relationship with those kids, and it's just you'll be wild and amazed. You get an opportunity to teach them. Tell them. Kids. Let's see, the oldest grade in that school is sixth graders, so they see a lot of stuff on TV, and you just gotta explain to them. They ain't the route you want to take. Because they looking at rappers and stuff.
Mhm.
They see this and that, different things, a lot of violence, a lot of drugs, and they glorify that stuff. And I had the opportunity to go in there and talk to them, look like, hey, it's not really like that. Jail is real. they not going in there and getting out, and like it's not like how they glorify. So I
Mm-hmm.
had an opportunity to talk to so many kids, and I feel like I got to some. I probably didn't get to all of them, but it's a few that I did get to, and that's just all that matters. For me,
Mm-hmm.
just helping the next generation for sure.
And that is powerful because what I can realize, you might not impact the masses that's in your percentage of your area right now, but over time, somebody gonna come to you and be like, "Man, Coach, what you said to me, that shit, it really helped me a lot. It really helped me a lot because man, I was going through some things, and the fact
Hmm.
that you showing that you care means a lot. It's not even about materialistic things. It's not about money. It's about making that person feel like a human being, making that person feel love, making that person feel heard. And it's incredible because you're speaking from experience, right? So what? Because I asked Alex the same question. What did your parents instill in you, or what is the biggest thing that you took from them?
Uh, a lot of stuff. Well, the biggest thing, uh, the last name Day. That's our last name. So if you think about the last name Day, probably think about my grandpa. My grandpa called my grandpa Big Boy. Rude Day. It's Alex Miller name actually. So our biggest thing, the last name Day, you think of hard work and integrity. We don't steal. We don't take from nobody. And we gon' if we want something, we gonna bust our tail to get it. And
Mm-hmm.
people always ask what makes exception. Well, my older brother, he plays sports too, but his work is in a different way. He has his own business, Day Vision. He got he's doing his thing. He's doing very well at what he do. But
Mm-hmm.
me, Alex, and Tyler, we took we took that we want to be athletes, and people always ask what makes us, what drives us. I'm just like, man, we just all we know is work. We don't know nothing else. Our parents got us up every morning to clean. We the user chores and stuff. We just they just engraved into it. It's just part of being a day. So
Mm-hmm.
if you think of day, you don't associate us with being lazy. That's not who we are. We gonna grind. We gonna invest, and we gonna work hard. So that's just how we are. So that's just what our parents put into us. What I think.
Alex said he had 4 jobs in college. I said 4.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the fact that he was willing to sacrifice now to create the life that he wanted, or still creating, and it takes resiliency and to understand, okay, boom, I have to do this right now. I have to suffer right now in order to create the
Hmm.
life. And it goes to show that once you go through pain, you grow. You grow.
Yes,
You start to learn more about yourself. Once you go through this hardship of life, this part that's gonna be hard because it's not gonna. I guarantee it's not gonna go by fast. You gotta take it day by day by day. And it just goes to show the more you do things that's for your future, the better off you'll be.
that's
And
right.
who? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna attack on that. So if we think about on the perspective of sports, if you think about it, you list name a great in any sport right now.
Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor. I guarantee you, he bust his tail. I don't know no great that didn't put the work in. You looking at NBA Finals right now, Steph Curry, he pulling up from half court. People like he's incredible. Like how is he doing that? Like he's different. Steph Curry earned the right to make that shot from half court. He probably shoot 1,000 of those a day. You know, thousands, a thousand of repetition of that shot. You can't
Mm-hmm.
just step on the court and think you're finna hit a half court shot. His body is, that motion. That motion is a muscle memory of him practicing that shot. So he pulling up a half court is nothing to him, because he put that time in, he put that work in to be able to hit that shot. And that
Mm-hmm.
just goes for anything in life. Like whatever you want to do, you can do it, but it's gonna be hard. You gotta grind for it. It ain't That's one thing my dad, he always told me. He said it ain't nothing easy. Nothing that you want is gonna be easy. So you gotta put the work in, and I can't say that I'm a person that was like that my whole life, but if you think of like psychology, once a male hit 25, that brain start developing more. So no, I as soon as I hit 25, it just clicked for me. I'm like, man, I want to be a coach at a high school. I'm seeing different. I see different people get that opportunity right out of college, and I'm looking at myself like, man, why I'm not getting that opportunity?
Mm.
I'm applying, but
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't have my teacher my teacher certification, so like I can't get mad at nobody. I got to go put the work in. Some
Mm.
people they get blessed, and other people got to put the work in. So once that clicked in my brain, it's just like good things start happening for me. I start getting the jobs I want to do. I'm living the life that I want to live. So that's just what most people got to understand nowadays. You just got to put the work in. It ain't no shortcuts to nothing.
Mm.
Just like that goes for getting money too. I know our culture, we want the easy dollar, but the easy dollar gets you behind the bars eventually. Easy dollars don't set your family up in the future. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
little stuff like that people just got to understand. I feel like once people understand that, then they'll have a better understanding in life.
And so I love the fact that you said that you seen everybody doing what they was doing, getting the jobs that they wanted. What was wrong with you? You realized it, bro. You realize, okay, boom, I don't have the credentials behind my name. I don't have the experience. I don't have where I
Exactly.
need to go in order to get like that. And it's crazy. So my mama, she raised 3 boys by herself, and she showed us like, whatever you want, go get it. It's not gonna be easy. She got 8 degrees. 8 degrees,
Mm,
bro. You hate school. Just imagine. She been going consecutively. You feel me? So she got 8 degrees, but she showed us that nothing's gonna be easy. The more you want something, you have to go work for it. You have to put the time in. You have to actually sacrifice what you want to sacrifice in order to get what you want to get. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. And I love the fact that you said that I seen what they was doing, but I can be envy toward them. I can be
mm-hmm.
envy because they have something that I don't. How can I get what they have? Let me go get my teaching certification. Let me go get the experience and
Yeah.
actually gain the knowledge of becoming a coach or the field I want to pursue. And it takes time. Our culture
Mm-hmm.
is so envy towards each other because they see the next person they hating on us. Like,
Yeah.
why is you hating? You do know you can do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you do
And
know you can. You feel me? Go ahead.
it's funny you say that. I feel like me and my dad had this conversation. It's like I feel like our culture, we the most hating culture out of all the cultures, and I'm talking about African American.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like we need to do more supporting each other. More uplifting, more different things like that. And I feel like then we'll come up as a group. We'll
Mm-hmm.
come up together. But the more we kill each other or
Excuse me.
hating on each other because this dude got this and I ain't got this, so I'm gonna take from. The more we do that, then we will never come up. But the moment we decide to come together, support each other, like, hey man, this brother doing good, let's support him. Like I know a lot of people are basketball fans, right? So I look at this perspective. I look at LeBron James. I am a fan, but like even if I wasn't a fan, it's no way I could hate that man. How? You know what I'm saying? He's doing everything we supposed to do. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about NBA getting rings and stuff. I'm talking about him taking his success and giving back to his community. He's opened a school and now he's opened a hospital. That's major. Like
Mm-hmm.
that right there is what success look like. That is what we should strive for. I feel like um, if we all get that mindset that he have, I feel like we all could too come up. So
I agree. It's an abundance mindset, and the fact that he did that, he went back to his community and opened up a school, opened up a hospital, and he just I read a stat that he's a billionaire now. Like he's the first athlete
hmm
still playing as a billionaire. But think about how much time he had to put in, how much
yeah,
effort he had to put in, how much grind he had to put in. Like it didn't come easy. It's not gonna come easy. And you said something about a mentor earlier. So you said that your mentor was white.
hmm
my mentors, I have two of them. A white dude named Mike Imbriglio, and then I think he's Mexican, Steve Anderson. So, and I said that to say that the mentors that we have, the people that come into our life, it's not about a race thing. It's not about you look like this, I'm not gonna learn from you, or you talk like this, I'm not gonna even be around you. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
limiting ourselves to even to become successful. Just because like we're so one dimensional. Because I want to work with black people, I just want to work with strictly black people.
Right.
If you open your mind up, expand like your parameter of who am I coming counter with, I want to work with people that want to work with me. No matter what
That's
you look
exactly how
like.
I agree with you, man. Um,
Hmm.
the person that broke their leg to give me my first coaching job was a white guy. It was a guy I played college ball with him. His name's Zach.
Hmm.
Zach. I played college ball with him in Stephen F. Austin. I'm hitting up. I'm talking about. I'm calling everybody from in the state of Arkansas. I tried to volunteer at my high school, which they was gonna want me to do it, but I just felt like that would have been like handed to me almost. So I didn't want to go that route. But
Hmm.
I met him in college. We didn't even hang out like that all the time. He was a good dude. He was a good Christian dude. His dad is a big time coach in Texas, and I told him I want to coach. He gave me the whole diagram how to do it, certification program, this and that. And then after that, he went and called all these schools for me, and then out of nowhere, I get a phone call from small town, Center Texas, and they like, come on. I go out there, they show me around. The AD had the amount of money I'm gonna make, and he asked me, "Are you coming or what?" And I said, "Yeah." And 3 days later, I was down there. So, um, I try not to judge people by the color of their skin, because my first opportunity of doing what I want to do, came from a white man. So,
Hmm.
but that to say, there still is racist stuff,
Of course, of course.
but you just gotta judge it by the person and
Hmm.
not by the race. So I'm starting to take it more on that perspective, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Like you're accepting people for what they give you instead of what they can
Mm-hmm.
become or what they can potentially be. Now I'm gonna accept you for what you give me until you give me otherwise. You feel me? Because now we're understanding. Okay, boom. People are people. People have we
Mm-hmm.
have flaws. We're good at something. I'm gonna give you a prime example. So yesterday, what's today? Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yesterday I got a call from a random guy named Eli Cruz. He got to talking. I said, "Who is this?" He was like, "Eli." He was like, my partner gave my partner left your number on my desk, and I just called you." He was an African American male, but and I don't remember giving my number to anybody to leave to the desk so they can call. So when he called me, like the simple fact that he like we talking, this man is highly educated, bro. This man read 3,700 books
Mm,
or had 30. Well, he read all of them. I said, "Yeah, bro, 3,700 books."
mm,
So as he talking, he quoting from a different book, from a different book, from a different book, from a different book. I'm like, bro, this is incredible. So he was like, "Man, what you doing at tomorrow at 08 at 8 o'clock in the morning?" I was like, "Nothing." He was like, "Man, we doing a Zoom because I'm doing real estate too, because he in real estate." He was like, "We doing a Zoom. You wanna come?" I was like, "Of
yeah.
course, of course." I was there. So today I did the Zoom, the podcast with Alex. Reached out to some property. I mean, not property owners, some realtors. Like today, just been busy, but bro, and it's crazy. So when you get around people that's already successful, they don't talk about the money.
Mm-hmm.
First thing that they introduce, okay, boom, I close X amount of deals, I have X amount of money. Okay, boom, but that's the introduction. As you go on and listen to them, the first thing they talk about is your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you talk about is having a routine within yourself, because if you don't, you can veer off to multiple things. So I'm
Yep.
listening to him. He very knowledgeable for just talking. I'm just understand. I'm just listening. I said, this man, and it's crazy. This man is intelligent. He know what he
Mm-hmm.
talking about. To my mindset, he said, take one thing, break it down 7 ways. He said, once you break it down 7 ways, take it again, break it down 7 ways again.
Mm.
What? You
Yeah.
feel me? And this just goes to show like the right people come in your life at the right time when you're
Exactly.
ready. When you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
lack of preparation doesn't mean anything. You wasn't training for nothing in high in what throughout your whole career, from pee wee to middle school to high school to college. You wasn't training for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because in high school, you would I ain't gonna lie, y'all family, y'all crazy, man.
Appreciate that.
But it's not crazy. It's not saying it like a bad thing, but just the amount of work, all y'all. But this just shows how dedicated y'all were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, you're right. We definitely put the work in. I mean, shoot, uh, I can just think about it, man. Most people don't know that the dedication I had to play high school football. Um, First of all, it was a little bit different for Alex and Tyler, but when I came through, I was the first one to go there. Ninth grade football was cool. My mom dropped me off in the morning. We practiced in the
Mhm,
afternoon. But that 10th grade year, at the time, North Little Rock, it was like you had two campuses. You had East Campus and West Campus.
mhm,
East Campus was ninth and 10th grade. Excuse me. West Campus was 11th and 12th. So, um, you know, that summer of my 10th grade year, we had 6 a.m. workouts. Okay.
mhm,
My mom got to be at work at 7:30. My dad got to be at work at 4 o'clock. So ain't no bus coming. Did I say we lived in Little Rock? I
mhm,
don't think I mentioned it. So we lived in Little Rock. So we coming across the river to school.
mhm,
It was only one option for me. My mama told me I'm not. She said I'm not getting up early. So that choice I had to ride with my dad. My dad yelling up the stairs at 3:50 in the morning. So I'm getting up, brush my teeth, hurry up, get there. But I'm out there. Uh, if I had money in my pocket, some days my daddy gave me money. Some days, some days he didn't have money. That's just how it is. We weren't poor and then like that. But some days he had it, some days he don't. But the days he did have money, he gave me maybe like $10. That's straight. So what I did was, so he dropped me off. I'll probably get there around there. Like he had to be at where I'll probably be there at 4 o'clock. So it was a Waffle House right there, and it was a Shipley's. Every time
mhm,
I alternated, I was going to the Waffle House. So I'm in there chilling in there eating my meal, and I'm sitting there chilling, and there's prostitutes, all type of stuff going on. So I'm 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 staying there in a good 3 hours until the field open, and then I'm hoping Coach Bowden get there around 5 because luckily I had a dedicated coach that got there early, so he'll come open the gate for me. But yeah, man, I had the it was days, and then the days I didn't have money, I got this picture on my phone that I keep. When I get down, I'll look at it of the
mhm,
alley. It's an alley between the. It was like a little alley where the locker rooms at and the
mhm,
old gym. I used to chill. I used to sleep on the table right there and wait and see when the lights came on. When them lights came on, I knew Coach Bowden was in there. But that's just kind of the sacrifice I had. And then getting home, my parents didn't get off till 4:30. So in 10th grade, I'm starting to get starting to make a little friends. But you know, it was days where I had to hustle my way, like make a quick friend real quick, just to be like, man, I can't stay because we get done by like 10 o'clock. So I'm like, man, I gotta hustle a way to just find a place to chill. So it was a lot of times where I'm just hanging out with random teammates after practice. You know, they doing what they got to do. Chasing girls, but I'm like literally chilling in their apartments, waiting. My mom calling, see where me at, and she literally scooping me up from different houses. But that
mhm,
just a lot of people don't know that stuff. I really sacrificed, but at the time I didn't know. You know, I was just doing it. But now
mhm,
that I look, because now when I see other kids, because it's a little bit easier now. I see other kids how easy they have it. I'm like, man, bro, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't want to get here on time. Man, I used to be sleeping in the alley. I'll tell them, I'm like, man, I used to sleep in the alley, and they ain't believe me.
mhm,
I'll show them the picture, like, look, this me laying down, posted up in the alley, 4 o'clock in the morning. Ain't no telling who coming through. But that was just something that I wanted to do, and it was just a sacrifice. So that's just kind of how it was with us. We just had to get in where you fit in.
I agree. I agree, Jawan. Man, it's almost 30 minutes. It's almost 30 minutes. I know. I want to respect your time. Hold on, my bad. I do want to respect your time because I really want to dive into your story, but I
Oh,
do
you
want to.
can if you want. We can do it real quick. If you,
You show how much
yeah, we
time?
good. Yeah, we
How
can.
much time? How much
Uh,
time?
we can go. We can go for a little bit. About we can tell the story, whatever you want to do
Okay,
for
for
a little
sure.
bit.
Let me know. Let me know when we crunching on time.
Okay.
All right, for sure. So you said that you have a picture of the alley. So my question is, what made you like think like, okay, boom, let me take a picture of myself in this alley. Let me just what made you actually do that?
Bored. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was bored, man. I'm trying to kill time. I'm doing whatever I can. When I say them times went by long, it was long, man. Them 2 hours was long. So I'm bored. I'm on my phone doing all type of stuff. That's when Vine first came out. I'm making Vines. I'm scrolling on it. At 4 o'clock, ain't nobody posting us. So I'm scrolling,
You looking at the
trying
same
to
thing?
listen to music. I can't go to sleep. I'm scared to go to sleep because I don't know, somebody might walk through this alley or something. But that just kind of, it wasn't nothing to do. I mean, it wasn't a reason why. I was just bored. I took the picture and I just kept it.
And now it's your screensaver.
Not even my screensaver. I just got it
Oh,
on my phone. I got a
okay.
storage of a lot of photos that I keep that
Hmm.
mean something to me.
That's incredible. So during that time that you had to sacrifice, what is the most important thing that you learned about yourself?
At the time when it was happening, I didn't learn anything because I was just going through it. It's a grind. I'm just going through it. Only thing when I was playing, I wasn't thinking about oh, I'm finna be a Razorback or nothing like that. I love football. I love the game. I love playing, and I wanted to play for North Florida Rock. I had a lot of pride in the school I went to. Anything that I'm a part of, I always had pride for it. Like I'm gonna represent it, and I'm gonna, give my all. So,
Hmm.
it was just going through the motion. I wasn't living in the moment. It wasn't until I grew up and I had a lot of failure. Well, I feel like failures in my life that made me look back on that, if that makes sense. Um, the obvious failures that I had was it ain't a failure. It's just unfortunate situations. I look at it. My senior year, I tore my knee up. That was big deal to me because that tearing my ACL my senior year, I was highly recruited. I was a really good football player, but that I had to change my whole game. I had to change the way I play football. Uh, I wasn't getting the same attention
Hmm.
that I got because when I tore that, I didn't get to play. I played in I think 2 games my senior year, and then after that, it was straight to college. And going to the SEC, that's a whole different animal. I had guys that was just way better than me.
Hmm.
Alex Collins, he was the star running back. He was a year older than me. He's way better than me, and I'm trying to fight to, find my role, and it just never happened to me. And then when I did get in the rhythm, I tore my other knee up. So then it was just like, dang, what I do now is like I had to change my game because in high school, if people who actually know me, like those like that rock with me from high school and stuff, they knew the type of football player was. I was fast, I had vision, I was elusive. So when I got to college, when I tore both of my knees, I had to lift a lot of weights, because they're gonna make you work out. I lift a lot of weights and I put on a lot of weight,
Hmm.
and then I changed to a big bruiser back, so more of a power type back. But I was more like if y'all know who Keon Drake is
Hmm.
from Alabama, I was more like that, more elusive, more explosive. Then I turned into Jerome Bittis, I guess. So that changed my life. You know, I had to live with the fact that I'm not going to be as good as football player, and then I had to figure out how to adjust that. And um, that really didn't happen for me like 2 years ago. Like I've been fighting that demon for a long time, and you keep it inside. You use that motivation, and it's okay to feel angry about it and stuff. But I didn't ever show it. But like it was always I had that trauma. It's like trauma. I
Mm-hmm.
play the play over in my head again and again and again and again because I know what could have been. But now I look at it as a blessing because I'm a whole different person now. Like if I didn't tear my knee up, I feel like I couldn't even do this podcast because before then I was more of a shy guy, a shy
Mm-hmm.
person. I didn't talk much, but now I have a voice. I share my opinions to people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I go talk to random people. I can do that. It gave me a voice, but all that happened because I got a voice now because I found God. So during my downtime, I found God. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I started living better. But before, it was times where I wasn't living right. But everybody go through that because you're trying to cover up the pain. You're trying
Mm-hmm.
to be something that you're not. And then once things clicked for me, I found God. I started praying. I have a journal that I keep with me. I write in it every morning at work. I
Mm-hmm.
pray in it. Talk to dead family members, dead friends. When someone died, leave a message for them. I leave them a long message. Stuff like that. That that right there really changed my life. I can't sit here and do this and say what changed my life without saying that because that was a big part of it. That
Mm-hmm.
just gave me a voice, and then I go on to say on it because it was a fake changing my life and a real one, and I'll explain it like this. So in college, there's this, there's groups where they come out and they say like, do you want to be a Christian, this and that, and you're going through something
Mm-hmm.
and you just go do it. So I feel like when I did that, I was worse. That right there made me worse because right there I was living a double life.
Mm.
So I was saying I'm doing this, but I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? So it came to a point where I had to find it on my own. When I found it on my own, that's what really changed my life. So the second way when I really found God is on my own. And I started, practicing my religion a little bit more, meditate to myself, spending time to myself, different things like that. When I found it on my own, that's when I truly found God, and then things started happening to me and I was gained more confidence in myself, different
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. That really helped me to this day.
And bro, and it's incredible because if you didn't go through that, you wouldn't understand what you're feeling. If you didn't go
Hmm.
through that, you wouldn't understand. Okay, why am I doing through this? Let me start listening to myself. And I love the fact that you went through that hardship because now you're more in tune with yourself. Now you're more
Hmm.
in tune with, okay, I know something is wrong with me. This is what's wrong with me. Now I'm aware of what's wrong with me because I'm paying attention to what's going on with me. And see, and
Hmm.
the thing about mental health, about mental health depression, or in mental health depression, and I think what's the other one?
Yeah,
Anxiety,
anxiety.
anything dealing with the mind. We don't understand like that we're suppressing our feelings. We're suppressing our emotions to even say this is what wrong with me. But during that whole time we suppressing it, we're getting worse. We're getting
Hmm.
worse, and you're able to identify. When I first committed to Jesus, committed to God, it wasn't real. It wasn't real
Hmm.
because I wasn't in tune with myself. I wasn't in tune. I wasn't really listening to myself. The second time it took me, I was really, I was there, and I was present. I was present because and God will give us. God will align people in our lives once we find us, once we find who we are, once we become more build a relationship with him, because that's what I'm doing right now. But just building my faith and actually learning who he is, just being comfortable with just speaking about him. Because it's nothing to be ashamed about. If you
Yeah.
like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna force it on you, but this is my faith. This is my story, because hell, he
Hmm.
done so much with me that I can't even explain for it. I can't even explain. I have no type of explanation for it. But I just feel like once you're in your purpose, in your God-given anointingness. I think that's the word, but I'm not really for sure. God will show you that, okay, boom, you are here. Okay, so how can you get here? How can you get
Mm-hmm.
here? How can you continue to grow? And that is incredible. That is phenomenal. What made you realize the second time that you was ready to accept Jesus?
Um, I had some friends pass away, man. Life got real. Well, it's just one guy. Like, it's crazy because like one thing about me is like I have all type of friends, man. I'm just interested in people. I just, like I said before, like I was intrigued by the Miami guys, New Orleans guys, and the California guy. I just love to see people happy. So
Hmm.
I have all type of friends. So one of my friends that passed, his name is Jordan. He passed away with overdose, and that just, that hit me hard. I don't know why. I had plenty of friends. I have friends that passed, but when he passed, that really hit me because the things that this did for me for no reason, it was just crazy.
Hmm.
He was so different from me, but we were so alike. It was like, he into that party rock life, that stuff, but I'm not really into that. But what we did have in common was like fellowship, and we love doing things for people. I get along with a lot of people that like to help others. I always click with those type of people. And this dude, one day, like, I'll never forget this. We in I think it's 11th grade. We had a history class together. This man he's probably one of the smartest kids I knew, but he just didn't. I don't know. He's just different. If you know Jordan, you know Jordan. He's different. He's going to go on the limb for someone else, but not for himself. So like, I hate to say it, but this man took my test for me, made an A, put his head down, and did not take his test. And he said, Juwan, what are you doing? You going to play for the Hawk? Crazy stuff like that. I'm like, man, like I never even talked to you. Why you doing it? Like, and it's crazy. So he ended up coming to the University of Arkansas. And, I got a busy schedule, but I made sure to like hang out with him when I can. And we came closer up here. He got my number. And then even when I moved to Texas, I have a girlfriend here in Fayetteville. He looked out for her, make sure she was okay, did things for her. She go out. He made sure she got home safely, just out of love. He was just somebody that he just genuinely loved people, and like that's one thing that we had in common. All the other stuff we didn't have in common. We didn't like the same music. We didn't like doing the same stuff, but we had that in common, and we can come together and do something in common. Like he can come over, we can chill and play video games. Like that. I'm not gonna do the other stuff he do, but like we can hang out. We can fellowship. That just he was like that, and I was like that. So when he passed away, it just hit me hard. It just let me know, like, man, all of us, we gonna die one day. That just is real. It is. We all gonna die.
Hmm.
And then once I realized that, I'm like, man, I just thought of myself. I'm like, man, if I die today, where would I go? You know, I looked at I looked myself in the mirror. I went to his funeral. I couldn't even go look at his casket, because
Mm.
that's just how hurt I was. I was in the back. You know, I wish I would have now, but it just at the moment I just couldn't. But after that funeral, I got myself together, man. I was like, man, I gotta quit playing with life. I ain't got much time. I gotta get myself together. I need to get right with God. I need to get tunnel vision and focus on what I need to do. So his death changed my life, and like a lot of people. And I mean, if you went to my high school, you'd be like, man, that's weird. Like Juan and Jordan, they were cool, but yeah, like that dude, he looked out for me for real. Little stuff. Sometimes I ain't have money to eat. He was Jordan. You can eat. That's just how he was. Little stuff like that. I just don't forget. I don't forget stuff like that.
Hmm.
That's just kind of what it was. It pushed me there to get closer with God and stuff.
And that's incredible because you made a statement earlier. You was like that you have other friends also, but you don't know why it hit you. Now, well, when because he showed you love. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It's not like I said earlier when we first started off. It's not about the materialistic things. It's not about the money. It's the fact that someone is showing that they care.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you show as much love as you do now to the people that you come encounter with?
Yeah, that's why. But me, I always been a loving person, man. I hope everybody can make it. Like I wish the best on everyone. Like you know, I can't think of nobody on top of my head that I can say I hate. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh.
don't. You know, I don't feel
Mm-hmm.
like life that too deep for me to hate somebody. You know, I just haven't been came across. I just never came across nobody that is that serious that I hate their guts. It's just never been me. You know, I always been that way. But him, but his death that made me realize that we had that in common. You know, even with my girlfriend, like she's a giving person. So like I just click with people who are givers and like that just have passion. You know, to love others. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
just how I am.
And it's crazy because you said something that I had just said today, bro. And I said, man, I don't hate nobody. I don't listen. I'm not gonna hate on the next. I want to bring everybody up with me, but I
Hmm.
understand everybody's not ready to come up with me. So it's not
That's
the
true.
fact that I'm better than you. No, absolutely not. It's the fact that I want the best for you. Whenever you think it's your time, listen. I'm gonna always be here. I want the best for you. I hope you do good. Hope you find your passion. I hope you do whatever. You feel me? I'm not. Who am I to say that I hate you just because you're not coming up with me? No, I had to learn and accept that. Okay, boom. Our as we're evolving, people come into our lives that's not in our inner circle no more. That's not our blood. That's not really related to us.
Hmm.
And why? Because you're aligned with yourself. You align with your purpose. And now, like you said, you're a people person. You just connect with people. I connect with people too. I connect with people that want best for themselves. That's constantly growing. Okay, since I'm growing, how can I put the love into other people? You know, it's the small things that really matters, and it's about the time that you put into somebody, the conversation that you're saying, like how you treat people. Like for instance, like homeless people get shitted on so much. You know,
Hmm.
there are human beings just like we're human beings. It's just we're just in different circumstances. You know, who I'm not better than the next person. It was this one dude. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but he was a homeless guy, and I had pulled over. So you know, look. So you got two roads, one going the opposite way, then a thing in the middle.
Yeah.
So I had pulled up. I asked. I was like, "Man, have you ate today?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "You got anything to drink?" He's like, "No." I said, "All right, cool. Meet me over here." So we met him over here. I was like, "What you want to drink?" He was like, "Man, this is cold." I was like, "You want some water too?" So what I do, I like to give them like a big bottle or a big coat or something like that. So you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying, so it can last you a little bit longer because this mug is not gonna last you that
Yeah.
long. You feel me? And then so I gave it to him, and so I was standing there for like 30 minutes. He was like, "Man, I'm sorry just to go in the ring just to be mean to you." I said, "Man, listen." I said, "You're absolutely fine." I said, "Man, just
Hmm.
I'm listening to you. I'm actually intrigued. You feel me? Because I understand as human beings, we don't have nobody to talk to. At least we think. You feel me? We don't have nobody that we can go to and understand and not be judged. Who want to tell? Who want to express how they feel and be judged?
Mm. Right.
I damn so don't. You feel me? It defeat the purpose.
Yeah. You're right, man. Yeah.
And and it's amazing because the growth that you have developed, the person you are today, Juan, I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah. I will say, looking back at my life, I have grown a lot. You know, uh, one thing I would say that I grew that that I grown from. I feel like I'm starting to present myself more serious. You know, because I feel like you know when I was younger and stuff, I like to laugh and stuff, but at some point, so much laughter, you know, certain people, you know, people don't take you as serious, but
Mhm.
if you present yourself serious and make yourself presentable, people respect you more and they'll listen to what you have to say. Um, so on this journey of my life now, I'm just having fun, doing what I want to do, and I'm enjoying it, man. So right now, I look back at my life. I don't have nothing to complain about. I really checked off. If I had if I made a bucket list when I
Mm,
was in like say like third grade, I could sit here today and say I checked everything off that. I already did everything I want to do in life. I feel like I have.
mm,
And as I got older, I set new goals, but my childhood dreams, I did all that. I got to play football for the Razorbacks.
mm-hmm.
That's
Very.
something I wanted to do since I was born,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't handed to me. I earned that, and I worked for it, and I got to check that off my bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
And I look on that perspective, and I'm thinking now it's like now I want to help other people check stuff off their bucket list. As I continue to grow and creating new things in my
In my
life.
life. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's one
Yes.
thing I can say I'm proud about.
One thing I can. How much more time you got left?
We got about 10 minutes.
Okay, for sure, for sure. All right. So one thing I came to realize is that it starts with us,
Hmm.
but it's not going to end with us. Because the
Hmm.
people that's coming and encounter with us, okay, boom, they trust us and they believe everything that we're saying. Okay, so how can they implement it? Once they start implementing, okay, now they're impacting the people that's gonna come to them. And now it's just a trickling effect on, okay, boom, I'm giving you love. And the way you can pay you back, just give love back. Just keep
Hmm.
giving love. Keep it's not about us. It's more than us, it's bigger than us. This platform is not about me. Somebody's going through what you went through, but don't know how to actually open up about it. Don't know how to express it. You feel me? But it just goes to show we're all human beings.
Hmm.
We're all trying to figure this thing out called life. But you
Exactly.
got
We
go ahead.
all that's yeah. You're right about that. That's one thing we all got in common. So I just feel like social media is a big it's a blessing, and it's a and it's hurting us too.
Mhm,
Because it's making us think we got to live a certain way. But at the end of the day, we all trying to do the same thing. We all trying to put food on the table, and we all trying to set up for the next generation. We
mhm,
all out here trying to survive if we look at it. But social media has twisted, and it's manipulating our minds, thinking we got to do. It's easier ways to do it when it's not. When it's really simple.
mhm.
So yeah, you're exactly right.
It's simple, but it's not easy.
Simple but not easy. You're right.
Whew, if you ain't got knocked down on your butt or been had to start all over trying to figure yourself out, you ain't started life yet.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you're
You
right.
ain't started life yet. This is gonna show you who you are, who you becoming, what you went through, why you going through this. There's a reason behind everything. There's a psychological effect behind everything. But how do you figure that out? You're gonna have to go through it. You're gonna have to go through it. So before we end, so I do have a segment, but so before this segment, I do have one more question. So if somebody's dealing with what you done dealt with of your time of your lifespan, what advice would you give them in order to start finding themselves?
My biggest advice, my advice I'll give them is how I approached it was number one, go to the people that love you. So people that love me was the five people that was in the house growing up. So that was my four brothers and my two parents. I feel like when I was going through the stuff and I never. The crazy part is our family dynamic. I mean, it's our family is different. We don't really like express like what we like go through. We just kind of know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I moved back home. Like, don't be afraid to move back home. Uh, Move back home, get a little chill job, and just think. That's what I did. I moved back home, stayed around, hanged around my mom, my dad, my brothers. That's what I did. I moved back home, and I just moved back home, found a little job, and try to figure it out. Went back to the drawing board. I stayed at home until I was ready to get back out there on my own. So that I'll say, because I don't know everybody family situation. Some people families not like that. I'm blessed to have that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say to try to find the people who truly love you. Lean on them, have them lean on you, and then if you can, try to build a relationship with God. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's the two things I'll say. Find people that love you and God. That would be my advice.
And that's incredible. That's incredible. All right, so I only have one segment in the podcast, and it's called Best for Last. So what the best for last is that I ask you four last questions, and you have to answer them quick with a quick explanation.
Okay.
All right. So question one: how do you keep your composure?
Composure.
Yes, sir.
Uh, it just depends on the situation. I just walk away. That's what I
Mm,
do. Walk
okay.
away or talk to myself.
Okay. Okay. What are you grateful for?
Say it again.
What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for my family.
What do
Um,
you regret? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm grateful for my family. They always been there for me. I have a good family.
Okay. Okay. What do you regret?
Uh, I ain't gonna lie. I regret uh choosing the wrong hole and tearing my knee up. I do regret that. I still regret that. It's still a blessing. I accept it now, but I always regret it because I know it was my fault.
Hmm. And what last but not least, what does failure knowledge mean to you?
Say it again.
What does failure knowledge mean to you?
What it means is failure is not you learn from that. It's not a loss, it's a learning. So L doesn't mean loss, it mean learn. You just learn from it. And shoot, I feel like I'm the king of that because I take a lot of L's, and I feel like now with me it's just like I just be like shoot, it is what it is, and I keep rolling. That's how I am. I mean, you guys, my girlfriend right now, I still make a lot of bonehead mistakes, especially when it comes to financial stuff like that. But I'd be like, hey, it is what it is. Throw it off my shoulder. I ain't finna get down about it, and I just keep on
Hmm.
moving. So,
And that's powerful. That's powerful. So
hmm
before we end, do you mind if I pray?
yeah, you can pray.
All right, for sure, for sure. All right. Our Heavenly Father, we come to you, say thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done for us. Thank you for letting us grow in life to actually become the best version of ourselves. Lord, we ask you to strengthen those that's around us that's going through something, that's even trying to figure out themselves. Lord, just show them that take it one day at a time, and you just start to figure it out. Lord, we thank you for everything. Thank you for your power, your faithfulness, and your empowerment. We just thank you. We love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
One, my brother, man, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Everybody that tuned in. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hopefully, y'all got value from this podcast just as much as I did. If y'all still trying to figure yourself out, oh, just get ready. Just get ready. You feel me? So we thank y'all. We love y'all, and y'all have a blessed and tremendous day.
All right, appreciate y'all.